Welcome, basketball fans all around the world. Here we are in Osijek, Croatia, at Sportshall Gradski Vrt for Croatia taking on Cyprus in Group E in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers on the road to Qatar in 2027. Here are the first two fixtures of Group E, Croatia taking on Cyprus, and in about 30 minutes or 40 minutes time, should we say, Germany will be taking on Israel. Those are the four teams that make up Group E in the competition, and you can see their world rankings there presented by Nike. Croatia ranked 34th and Cyprus ranked 71st in the world. Well, the Croatian faithful have made their way into the arena. There was no Croatian team at Eurobasket in the summer, but they'll be looking to bounce back. They've already had to go through the pre-qualifying stages of the competition to make their way through to the qualifying stages of the competition. Well, the teams are being introduced to the floor, starting with the listed away team, which is Cyprus. This is how they line up tonight. Saralampos Yanaras is at number 2. Number 3 is Konstantinos Simitsis. Number 5 is their captain, Simon Mikhail. Number 9 is Anies Young. Number 10 is Ioannis Yanaras. And number 11, Michalis Koumis. Number 13, Philippos Tigas. Number 14, Kyprianos Maragox. Number 20 is Zaid Musa. Number 23, Stefanos Tigas. Number 41, Georgios Tretiakov. And number 99, Nikos Stylianou. Their head coach is Christoforos Livodiotis. A lot of familiar names there if you watched Eurobasket 2025 in the summer. And if you're going to keep an eye on a player, it would be Philippos Tigas. He was a fantastic revelation for Cyprus in that competition. He's super quick, athletic, gets downhill fantastically, can shoot the tray ball as well. So keep an eye on the number 13 for Cyprus tonight. Croatia now being introduced to the floor. They line up as follows. Rank number 2 is Goran Filipovic. Number 8 and captain, Super Mario Hazonia. Number 13, Mikhail Ruzic. Number 17, Roko Brkacin. Number 18, Roko Bacim. Number 22, Danko Brankovic. Number 23, Mateo Drezniak. Number 24, David Skara. Number 29, Luka Bozic. Number 30, Dominik Mavra. Number 33, Kresimir Radovic. And number 99, Toni Nakic. Their head coach is Tomislav Mijatovic, the head coach of Anadolu Efes. But first, we'll get ready for the national anthem of Cyprus. That was the national anthem of Cyprus. It's now time for the national anthem of Croatia. And that is the national anthem of Croatia. Well, you look at these two teams on paper and you believe that this is going to be a one-sided affair. They have played 6 times before in FIBA competitions. We're dating all the way back to 2001 in the European Championship. Cyprus yet to have ever beaten Croatia. However, the closest result came in 2002 in an 87-76 game in the semi-final round of the European Championship for men in 2002. The last time they met, though, the FIBA Eurobasket 2025 qualifiers. Of course, Cyprus were already through, being one of the home nations. Croatia delivering a 104-67 score in that ball game, behind 40 points from none other than Mario Hezonja. There's your official for tonight, Petr Prax, alongside Alberto Sanchez and Ivor Matijek. They will be the officials taking us through this one. My name is Toy Hadja. I'll be your commentator tonight. Don't forget to get involved with us on social media at FIBA WC across all social media platforms. And if you want to watch any of the highlights from any of the games taking place across any of the qualifiers, across any of the continents, all you need to do is check out the FIBA World Cup YouTube channel. Now, here's the starting five for Cyprus. Simitsis, Young, Kumis, Tigas and Stylianou. All Eurobasket features for them. Simitsis, also a player to keep your eye on tonight as well. Can shoot the ball incredibly in terms of high efficiency. And there's the head coach, Lividiodis. Let's see if this Cyprus team can build on some of their performances from Eurobasket. I was fortunate enough to be there in Limassol in Cyprus. Saw them go toe-to-toe with some of the world's best teams, some of the world's best players. And one thing I can say about them is that they never, ever gave up, no matter what the scoreline was. They were tough competitors and stern contestants tonight for Croatia. This is how they line up. Filipovic, Hezonja, Ruzic, Majim and Skara. They're starting five tonight. There's plenty of players from Croatia who are playing highest leagues in the world. A lot of them playing their trade in Spain. Filipovic in Estudiantes, Hezonja, Madrid, Ruzic in Juventud. You also have players like Brankovic in Breogán. And this team is a tough roster. They'll be looking to do some damage here. Their head coach is incredibly experienced, a EuroLeague champion, Tomislav Judovic. Well, if you're wondering how this competition works, it's nice and simple. We're at the first round of qualification. In these groups of four, the top three go through. Then following that, we move into the second round of qualification, in which 24 teams will compete in groups of 6, and you play against the other 3 teams that become part of your group before we get to that final stage where the top 3 out of those 6 teams in the second round head on through to the World Cup 2027 in Qatar. And Europe has 12 spaces. The Americas and Asia and Oceania also have 7 spaces, and Africa have 5 teams, which will feature at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2027. Good crowd here in the arena. So they get ready to get behind their team tonight. The lofted baskets on the ceiling, almost a shrine to the sport that graces the floor this evening. Cyprus wearing the blue with white trim, Croatia a white uniform with the red trim. As teams will shake hands, the atmosphere will lift for action, live and direct. They're in Croatia. Well, here we go. Kumis lining up for tip-off alongside Mikhail Ruzic. And the ball game is underway. Croatia will win the tip. Here's the first offensive possession. Free ball going up on the right-hand side, and that's pulled down. Tigas. Waits for the ball screen. Goes downhill. Tigas to the left hand. Well, I told you. Great at going downhill, very athletic. And rearrange around the rim. And the faction on the left-hand side. It's rejected ball, moved back to the top. Filipovic skips across, three ball goes up, and this time Abin Skara opens up the scoring for Croatia. Kumis. Tigas. Slow things down. Defensively, a hard hedge action. Forcing Tigas into a backcourt violation. Tigas with his head down, steps on the line. And the referees will be just checking in with the table here to make sure everything is correct in terms of time. Apologies there, you can see on your screen it says 10 minutes on the clock still. We have played some basketball here. And now teams will have to go to their benches. Well, the officials will review how much time has been taken off the clock, which is no easy task. So in the meantime, I'll tell you how Croatia ended up here. Well, as mentioned, there were pre-qualifiers in which there were 4 groups, D, E, F, and G. 3 teams in each group. Croatia, they were matched up with Denmark and Norway in Group G of the competition. They went undefeated, 4-0. Big performance against Norway to open things up, 68 to 101. Then they defeated Denmark 100 to 71. And for a 3rd game in a row, they put another century on the board with 102 to 53 victory over Norway. And then their Badshim gets the ball into play. Zonia looks inside. Back to basket, but the offensive rebound, and that's deflected away. Tigas. Simidis. Ball is moved to the left-hand side. Fade away to beat the buzzer. No good. Zonia will pull that down. The foul will be called against Simitis, who picks up his first personal and the first team foul of the game. Croatia reset their offense. Zonia behind his head and finds Ruzic under the rim. Wow, caught in a trap. It's quite easily makes his way out. Coach Lividiotis is livid. Well, let's take a look here. What happened? Little brush screen. Simitis looks to Stilianou. Trying to back down Hazonia. Stilianou, a little half-turn fadeaway. Veteran player for Cyprus. Stilianou. Hazonia for three. That's money. You just have a feeling he's going to completely take over this game tonight. Now Young. Stilianou finds a three-point attempt, which is missed. Now off the dribble, and does that count? Will it count? Let's take a look here. Kumis commits the foul. I'm not quite sure. It is a bucket there. Official signaling to the floor, so would have been definitely entertaining if that had been the case. Nice little entry inside, immediately tipped straight back out. Tikas bounces it off his foot. Under pressure here, and I would call that a travel violation. In fact, he's going to get an 8-second call. We're going to get a substitution for Cyprus. Tretiakov, number 14, Marcos. They'll both check into the game. Ruzic throws it up top to Zonia, a little bit too high for him. Tikas moves the ball to the baseline. Simitis gets his shot off. Skipped across. Rolls in and out. Handoff action here at the top. Stilianou. Tigas. We go to the rim. Shot is off target. Body's on the floor as they try and get the rebound. Stilianou lines it up for three. Another offensive rebound. Another second chance opportunity. Simitis to the bucket for two. Well, it has been all Croatia earlier on in this ball game. Not been the most efficient from a scoring perspective. Simitis is the lane for two. Timeout called. Croatia have the opportunity to talk things over.
Samo vuci. Znači 1, 2, 3, nema veze, uzmi loptu, vuci u leđa. Visoki upadaju u prazan prostor.
Druže, okreći samo je gotovo je radi u leđa njima.
Nemojmo biti neozbiljni. Dva skoka u napadu. Dva skoka u napadu. Ajde.
Ajde, zagraj.
It doesn't seem like he was too displeased. How about that dime from Hazonia? Eyes in the back of his head. And here's the triple he made as well. Go ahead, make a bucket. .5:19 remaining here in the first. Croatia ball, 4-point game. Dumped off. Nice work at the bucket for Skara. Tigas. We're seeing a lot of ball screen action here from Cyprus. Looking to try and work with Tigas. Commit to scoring positions. Foul called here. Luzic unable to beat the attacker to the spot. Tigas. Simitsis. Mid-range jumper goes up. Luzic with the rebound. Filipovic. 2-3 zone of some description here. Three goes up, and there's the rebound. Tigas tries to get a little bit of spin on it. As Hazonia gets the and one. Mario making it look easy. Well, puts it onto his left hand, left foot, right foot, inside right hand finish. Stiliano called for that one. Captain Simon Mikhail will check in to replace Dimitris. Hazonia goes to the line. Oh, misses the freebie. Filipovic. His three doesn't fall either. Here's Mikhail. Mikhail kicks to the corner. Off the dribble now, and a smart move for two. Tretiakov. Hand off into the hands of Hazonia. Double team arrives, kicks it out. Filipovic this time will connect from three. Third made triple of the game for Croatia. Foul will be called here against the scorer of that basket, Filipovic. Just run across Mikhail. Really and waiting on the money. Tigas, and he's fouled now. Rokobadzim committing the contact this time. A rebound for Ruzic. Zonia skipped across. Catch and shoot three goes up. Ball is fed inside. And there's Mikhail swiping down. Double substitution now. Simitis into the ball game. Double team there in the short corner, skipped along the baseline, still finds a way. Hazonia. Oh, look bad, Jim. It's another 3 points on the board. Under pressure, and Ruzic, room to take off. The big man jams it home, Mikhail Ruzic. And that'll be a timeout as things get ugly here in Croatia. Simitis there just lost all composure. Ruzic, light work for the big man. The young star jams it on home. Let's hear from Coach Liberiotis. Well, my Greek isn't amazing. No, I did pick up one term, which was flat screens. I do need to work harder at trying to get one another open, Cyprus, if they're going to get this ball moving and get the defense moving as well. It's great open gaps for them to attack and drive, draw the hell defense, move the ball, kick, knock down shots. Cyprus ball. The full court pressure immediately coming out of the timeout. They're going to get it in, and there is the 5-second count. Oh, Radovcic almost gets the 5-second count. In fact, he knocks it away. Do get the ball in. Here's Kumis trying to find Mikhail, and a turnover here. Bullet pass from Azonia. Euro step to the rim. No good for Scudder at that time. Mikhail waits for the ball screen, which does arrive but doesn't really find a target. But there, off the ball, working. Yanaras. And now Hazonia almost hits his head on the rim. Under a minute remaining. They're in the first quarter. Off the dribble. Rafiakov can't get it to go. Hazonia spins away, steps back for three. Mario, oh yes! Oh yes indeed! Double digits for the captain. Simitis pulls up short. They'll use the clock in Croatia. Here's Hazonia. Stepping back again, Hezonja, another triple! Mario Hezonja! And Croatia will lead by 20 points at the end of the first. Mario Hezonja will finish up with 13 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds in 10 minutes of action. The captain not having a breather, taking full responsibility. Well, there's going to be an uphill battle now from here on out for Cyprus. Here's the scoring statistics. 0 for 3, 33% from 2-point territory. Only 1 free throw in that first quarter. Well, let's take a look at some of the best plays from the first quarter. Filipos Tigas started the game brightly. After that, felt the pressure of the defense. When the ball started moving, Hezonja started working. Ruzic finishing off that marvelous dime. Mario Hezonja lining up the triple. And he's 3 for 3 from downtown. He is 100% from the field, Mario Hezonja. What a pass this is, also out of the double team. Trickling bounce pass along the baseline, gets through the defense. And Ruzic comes up with the steal. Plying his trade in Juventud Badalona at the moment in España. But if you don't want to miss a beat of this FIBA World Cup qualifiers, scan the QR code on your screen now for Courtside 1891 is the home of international basketball. Stream schedules, scores, and more. Download the app now. And here we go. Right to it. Aras back up top to Mikhail. Kicks it out. That's much better ball movement here from Cyprus. Much more aggressive. They've kept the play alive here. And Samici's floated in for 2. Now that's the energy they should have started the game with. Just played at a much better tempo there. Ball rotates. Mavra. Just from the free throw line, Bulgacin makes his way back out to Narkic. He misses the 3. Now off the dribble to Meetsi's. Nice touch pass there to find Mikhail eventually for the 3. Ball is pulled down by Bulgacin. Three goes up. That's off again. Mikhail. Young. We're going to get a foul here as well. Putting his hand up in the air immediately was Radovcic. Just taking a swipe. Checking back into the game. Morakos. And here he is. Three goes up from Yanaras. A foul called here by Mikhail as he looks to stop the transition. Tigas will check back into the game. Mikhail heads to the bench. Second personal foul on him. Drezniak for three. Drills it. Mateo Drezniak. Lifts the three-point percentage back up to 50%, 7 for 14 early on in this ball game. Young to the rim. It's a little bit of a friendly bounce for two. That's a strong take. The foul eventually called. Roko Brkacin is going on to the right-hand reverse. They made a play for the ball as Cyprus number 14. And he got contact as well. Brkacin to the line. Playing basketball for Nanterre in France this season. Averaging 5.6 points per game and just under 5 rebounds as well. ...2002 born. Also part of the Nanterre team that went to the Basketball Champions League quarterfinals last season as well. Jonas Digas snatches it behind the back. Now has picked up the ball and has to try and find an outlet. Digas wanted to get the shot off, but there wasn't enough time. The buzzer will sound. 6 minutes 56 remaining here in the second. Substitution checking in is number 22, Danko Brankovic. One of the many players that plays in the ACB in this Croatian national team. Also in the EuroLeague last season for Bayern. Out of play. Croatia ball. Brkacin just throws it off the leg. Back screen there. A little bit of confusion on the next action for Croatia. They don't know where they're running to. Well, the ball has to go up there, and it's straight into the hands of the Cypriot players. Digas gets the three to fall on the other side. Punishment for the disorganization, really. Much better quarter this, though, for Cyprus. They lead the quarter 5-7 in terms of scoring. Kick ball here. Shot clock back at 14. Yanaras getting a well-deserved rest. Ball screen is rejected. Skipped across the opposite side. The end-line possession now for Croatia. Ragos to the bench, back into the ball game. Alice Kumis. Easy finish inside for Brankovic for two. Digas. Nice pass from Digas. Cyprus get another bite of the cherry. Tigas again for three. Another offensive rebound here. How about another offensive rebound here? Will they get a score? Yes, they will eventually. Hustle on the glass. Never giving up. I told you that's their characteristic. They never do give up, this team. As the score stands, that's 35-18. The timeout's called here. All eventually falls. Let's listen into this timeout.
Mi skačemo gore, on nas gura u leđa, mi proj. Nema toga. Point, fist down. Point, fist down. Dobro, slušaj. Znači igramo, ti si fist down. Ali vas dvojica napravite touch i onda igramo fist down. Ajde, ajmo ljudi, ajde.
Switching up the kind of look that he wants on offense there. Coach Smitovic. Dresniak gets the ball into play. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the half. It's the offensive rebound count. Oh, how about the alley-oop though? Brankovic. Connection. Young. Stiliano, Young slipping through the gap on the ball screen action. Step back three. We're going to get an out-of-bounds call here. Check that out. And here's Filipos Tigas, and I believe relative on the floor is Stefanos Tigas. So number 13 is Filipos, and then number 23, Stefanos Tigas. Stefanos, 2005 born. Filipos, 2002, so the older of them. Stiliano working his way to the paint, 3 seconds on the clock. And a foul call. Shots to come. Mavra protesting his innocence. As Mikhail will check in. And Stiliano goes to the line. Cyprus still in the lead in this quarter. 10-9 is the quarter score. There's the first free throw for Stiliano. Makes it count. Catch and shoot three. Other side of the floor. Dresniak, and Coach Mijatovic is happy with that. Mikhail behind the back. Goes up, almost a tough bucket there for him. Mavra. Oh, how about that? Mavra connects with Brankovic. Didn't look like he had to jump very high, Brankovic. 7'2". There is Stefanos Digas going to the rim, taking the bump, and now heads to the free throw line. Well, hopefully we get a little replay. Substitution will be here for the shooter. Digas playing a Gravnostrolu in Cyprus this season. Team that won the Cypriot Super Cup in 2025. They were finalists this year. Brankovic is there, ready to receive again. Filling up his stat sheet. As the three is straight knocked down. Nikos Stilianou. Brankovic is shooting threes now. All 7'2" of him. Up to 11 points personal. The 20-point gap is maintained in this ball game, and 2 minutes remaining in the half. Mavra. More screen arrives on Brankovic. Mavra goes mid-range. Brankovic just tips it around, and Mikhail tips it away. He's looking for the chance of a head coach's challenge. Oh, Mikhail slaps that out of his hands. Would be a tough decision for the officials to make if they do ask for a coach's challenge there. Tony Nakic had the chance to shoot the three, opted to not do that. Stilianou. Mikhail off the dribble, back out. Stilianou takes one dribble, almost loses it. All screen arrives. Stilianou from deep. Another offensive rebound for Cyprus. Mikhail. That's intercepted. An immediate foul there from Young. Cyprus had a foul to give. Mijatovic. Head tap offense is what he's called for there. It's the ball screen. Kacin. He's no good for the Lesniak. Second five of players that coaches put together. Three no good. Comes off Young's hands. Croatia will keep it. 34.7 on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. And Filipos Tigas will replace Mikhail. Step back three this time. Burkacin with the rebound. That rolls out the rim and out. Stiliano will turn that over. It's the 9th turnover of the game so far for Cyprus. And a half-court heave is no good, as we will finish the half 47-27. Well, after going down by 20 and then in the first quarter, Cyprus with a much better performance in the second quarter, a tied 19-19 second quarter. Here's the statistics for you. 9 for 22 from deep for Croatia. The rebound battle ever so slightly in their favor. Turnover count, we have a problem there for Cyprus. However, they've only conceded 5 points off those 9 turnovers. There's the leading scorers. Zonia just played the first 10 minutes and had 13 points. Well, let's take a look at some of the best plays then. Well, offensive rebounds have been key for Cyprus. They have 7 offensive rebounds and 7 second chance points. The depth of Croatia is proving a big problem for them, struggling to match up in all areas of the floor. The shining lights for Cyprus though, Filipos Tigas, 5 points and a rebound to his name. He's drawn 4 fouls as well. And Nico Stiliano has 5 points to his name. That second quarter, the big man, Danko Brankovic, is perfect from the field. 4 for 4 from 2-point territory. Couple big oops there. And a 3-pointer for good measure. He's at 11 points personal so far in this one. The 7'2" center enjoying life above the rim. And that's 2 players perfect from the field. Him and Zonia in the game between Croatia and Cyprus. Well, we're going to take a quick break now as we get ready for the second half. 47-27 the score.
Let's get this party started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good. Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah! This is what it's all about. It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
Zegars. Oh, Latvia basketball.
You said it, Latvia basketball, Zagars. He was open for the three. What great ball movement and passing. Look at this.
Bruner goes downhill, gets it to the corner. Franz Wagner gets in. A little bit of elevation.
Bogdanovic, turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovic, Troika. Well, coach, it may be Troika time. He's made the three-pointer.
What a shot from Paco Cruz. He was literally out of bounds. Oh, Cressida, what are you doing? And the alley-oop! And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. Between the legs, alley-oop pass.
Yes, I love it, Jeff. Yes.
I'm sure you can have something better. Oh, a good miss. The USA got it. Bridget from the corner. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. A play for the ages at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bridges does the unthinkable. Ties the game. 0.2 seconds left. I have never seen it.
Wow.
Well, that's symbolic of the shooting we've seen from Venezuela this first half. From the three-point line, 12 of 25 in the three-pointer. Leg bomb, nothing but net.
How many times are we going to see this?
Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks the closeout, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back, basketball fans, to Croatia, where the score is 47-27 as they're in the lead against Cyprus. The leading scorer for Cyprus, Filipos Tigas, I gave you the scout report at the beginning of the game. He's good at going downhill, can shoot the three, and he showed us that he can go downhill on this play here. Keeps the defender on his back, watches the defender rising up, shifts it onto his left, off the glass with a little bit of spin, and the finish for two. But he can also, as mentioned, shoot the three ball here, coming off the screen, lining it up, defender going under that one, and catching that one there in his eye. There's the scout for you, don't go under on Tikas. Let's take a look at Croatia's top scorer, and they've got two, but the leading scorer is Super Mario Hezonja. Played all 10 minutes in the first quarter, we haven't seen him since, and in that 10 minutes he was perfect from the field. 2 for 2 from two-point territory, 3 for 3 from downtown. 2 rebounds, 3 dimes, and a steal to his name as well. An efficiency of 18 in just 10 minutes of basketball. Just a completely different level, Mario Hezonja. The handle, the ability to shoot, the IQ, the execution. Just an absolute nightmare for players to guard. That's why he's one of the superstars of Europe and superstars of the Real Madrid team. Mario Hezonja. He'll stick it on you. and he'll do it just for fun. Well, good crowd here in the arena getting behind their team tonight. For Cyprus, though, it was a poor start to this ball game. Just didn't show any urgency, intensity, and Coach Lividiotis quite quickly made that a point to his team after their first time out. They were 28-8 in that first quarter. Then, following that timeout, the first quarter break as well, they got themselves together. Immediately you could see a change in tempo, a change in aggression, more will, confidence and desire to execute. The second quarter finished 19-19. But of course, as I mentioned at the end of that first, it's now an uphill battle for them. They need to see if they can win the next couple of quarters by a decent margin to come close enough within striking distance of Croatia. Coach Muratovic is rotating his lineup. We're seeing two different units with a couple of changes in each quarter as well. And they'll look to put pedal to the metal. They won't be taking anything for granted in this game. They'll not take their foot off the gas. And we'll hope to put Cyprus to the sword here in this second half of basketball. Well, if you want to watch all of the action, make sure you watch it live on Courtside 1891. You can catch every single game. But also, do get involved with us on social media. All the highlights, the big moments, and more. You won't want to miss anything. At FIBA WC, there's also an app for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers on the road to Qatar. We'll be showing you a QR code a little later for that, for you to scan and make sure it's on your phone. And then there, Mario Hezonja, something special. It's great that he's committing his time to play for the national team. Will help them lead the way. Well, as I mentioned also at the beginning of the broadcast, Croatia, one of the teams to have to go through pre-qualifying. Went 4-0 in that. In terms of history for Croatia, they have fared well over the years in international competition. Not so well recently. They last medalled in full tournament in 1995. They finished third at Eurobasket. A year before that in the World Cup finished third, and the year before that in 93 at Eurobasket they finished third. And of course the famous 92 Olympics, they collected silver. The teams will be summoned to their benches now to talk things over. Ahead of this second half of basketball. Can also give you a brief update into the other game in Group E of the competition. It's Germany-Israel. We're having some slight stat issues over there, but when I find out more for you, I will do. So aware of how this group is unfolding. There is the World Cup Qualifiers app. Scan a QR code. You don't want to miss anything. International basketball has never been better. Well, here we go. Third quarter. Is underway. Lipovic out to Hazonia, and moves the ball across for the option of a wide open three, which is no good for Roko Bacim. Lipos Tikas, that's a great pass inside from Tikas. Threads the needle to Kamis. And that three is drained. Goran Filipovic. Tigas again, kicks it out. Mikhail, the captain of Cyprus, he fires up the triple, which he doesn't make. And then we're going to get a foul here. Lipos Tikas will pick up that foul. It'll be his first of the game. Hazonia stays perfect. Fourth made triple of the game. For him, that's 4 out of 4 from downtown. Tikas. Wow, how about that? Filipos Tikas fading away. Filipovic, the hard crossover blocked away at the rim by Young. Change of direction, but Young was ready and waiting. Ball goes underneath the rim for two. Hazonia. There's Bacim. Tikas again. His own rebound. Simitsis. No good for three. No foul there. As Mikhail Ruzic. It's a push in the back from Kumis. Referee reminding the players of the basics. Tuck your shirt in. Filipovic. Ball is pushed ahead. Trying to take advantage of the mismatch. Simitsis spills it, but the play's kept alive. Kumis again for two. Foul called. This takes a moment. Hezonja just making it referees aware that a foul was committed. And that is the third personal. You can count Kumi's. He's on 3 personal fouls. Hezonja again, this time will miss, but get his own rebound. And that's the first missed shot of the game for Hezonja. Filipovic just trying to get it towards the rim and kick it out. 5 seconds on the shot clock in this possession. We're gonna get a timeout here. Chance to review the opening 3 minutes and 28 seconds of the third quarter. Chance to draw something up here for Croatia as well. Let's listen in. Time call back in as coach Mijatovic has a chance to draw something up. Let's see it. Going from the coaching board to the floor. Get Hezonja open, and he's just gonna fire it up from way deep. Dikas hands it off. This is much better from Cyprus now. They're getting into the heart of the Croatia defense. Dribble goes up in the corner. Ruzic with the rebound. Hezonja now moves it to Filipovic, gets it back. Hezonja again for 3. This time it's money. That's his 5th main triple of the game. Is 5 for 7. 19 points personal in under 15 minutes of action. Simitis just pushes that forward. Young. Okay. Dumps it off to the baseline, and Tigas will attack. He's into double digits. The dribble now. Ruzic for 2. Easy as you like. Young, Euro step blocked away. 3 versus 1, out and running. Filipovic for 2. Tikas off the dribble, fading away. Rebounded by Hezonja. Spins off Simitis. Filipovic. Not good. The rebound. Scaro can't finish. Ruzic gets it back out. Filipovic slows things down and says, come on, let's set something up here. Calls for a ball screen. Filipovic looks down low. Ruzic to the left hand is a little short. Flare screen action to find Simitis open, and he'll knock down the 3. Gruzic lines up a triple of his own, takes his time and makes it count. 13th triple of the game for Croatia. They've already taken 32, and we're not done with the third quarter yet. Tigas splits the defenders up strong. Filipos Tigas. That's nice. But on the other side, 3 points bettering 2. Batim knocks it down, and the timeout called. 3 minutes 1 second remaining here in the third. Cyprus will want to talk things out now with coach Lividiotis. (68-43). Let's hear what they have to say. For his home nation. 12 points personal. He has been sat down coming out of this timeout. Simon Mikhail, foul and 1. That's the ball to fall. You just can't help but think, if this first quarter that Cyprus had played was a lot closer, this would be a really close ball game right now. Simon Mikhail will go to the line. As he misses the chance of the three-point play. Hazonia tries to slam that one home, but he's fouled. Just a hand in the back. Almost hits his head on the backboard as well, Hazonia. Got crazy bounce. Hazonia makes the first. I mean, this free throw here will be the 10th free throw in the whole game. As Hazonia moves up to 21 points personal. With a lead of 25 here for Croatia. Marcos just trying to rearrange at the hoop and can't do that. 3.8 seconds on the clock as a held ball. Lividiotis asking for a foul instead of a held ball. Oh, shot goes off quickly. Nothing but air on that play. Zonia looks down low. Ruzic gets both defenders in the air. Bacim knocks down triple number 15 for Croatia. Two shots to come now. Brianos, Marcos. Lipovic there just holding onto his ankle. Oh yeah, you can see him just tweak it there. Not nice. Tingas is going to check back in. Filipovic is going to head to the bench, I'm guessing as a precaution. Well, the next game for these two teams will take place on Monday. Cyprus will play against the Eurobasket champions and the reigning World Cup champions, Germany. And Israel will play Croatia. Now I'm running here, Bacim. Stiliano wraps it inside. Dikas looks down low. There's great footwork there. Borders at 4, but he gets 2 shots. A bit of fundamental work here. Get position, 1 dribble, jump stop, pump fake, step through, right hand, just misses out on that play there. Looking at another Cyprus League stalwart. Playing under Northosis this season. Was actually part of the Greek national team setup from under 16s all the way through to under 20s before making the move to the Cyprus national team. Foul is called here. Bacim just trying to pick that one off of Tigas. Sideline ball for Cyprus. Pull up mid-range, and that's nice. Yanaras for 2. 4 points on the night for him. Zonia, Euro stepping through with ease. Ten seconds on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Can they get the shots off? They do. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, 75-50. A 28-23 quarter in favor of Croatia. 25 points is the difference. And here's the scoring stats for you. 15 for 35 for Croatia. 54% from 2-point territory. Turnovers very limited in this half of basketball so far. 3 and 8. And that was the same turnover count at the end of half time. Here's Tigas. Then putting the ball in the bucket here for some of the best plays here in the third quarter. Tigas finishes up that third quarter with 12 points personal. Every player that's seen the floor so far. And here we go. For the final quarter here in Croatia. They have a dry possession here. Oh, how about that? Hazonia says N-O. Spells no, and Hazonia on the other side gets the foul. He's trying to stick the defender on a poster. Tretiakov, come here, boy. I'll let a little piece of that pie. And Zonia gets the first to fall. Averaging 14 points per game in the ACB and just over 12 points per game in the EuroLeague so far this season. Stilianu one-on-one with Hazonia. Into a good space here and has drawn the foul. Checking in to replace Badshim. It's Mateo Dresniak. Stilianu. There's 2 for 2. Ball kicked across. Nakic can't hit the shot. Off the dribble. Rebound for Hazonia. 7 rebounds now. For him, just 3 boards away from a double-double. 3 boards and 5 dimes away from a triple-double. Stolen away. Ball moving forward for Cyprus. Nikos Stylianou. One-on-one with Hazonia again. Nice bounce pass to find Tigas. Cuts it from the weak side. Hazonia, a little bit of flair on that one. Substitution as Kumis will check back in. He got into foul trouble in the third. Hazonia between the legs, turn around, done. But make that Burkacic. Tigas trying to split the defenders there, and the foul is committed. Fetyakov will get the ball back into the hands of Tigas. Stylianou goes under and tips itself in. As the finger roll is good for Burkacic. Tigas again finds the mid-range and the offensive foul for an illegal screen. Tigas gets away from Radovcic, and that'll be Hazonia's night. Done, I believe. Maybe they'll bring him back in, but he finishes up with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. There's no need to really waste any more of his energy and put his body on the line. An important game against Israel, Croatia. And Filipos Tigas is replaced by Simon Mikhail. Mikhail gets himself to the elbow, works his way to the short corner, curls away towards the basket and airballs the layup. Nice ball fake and one. Number 99 against number 99. Tony Nakic. A little ball fake. Gets the and one. Another substitution for Croatia. Dominik Mavra will replace Radovcic. Three-point play complete. Stylianou getting open off the flare action, kicks it to the corner. Now is forced to keep the play alive here. Try and find an opportunity to score the ball with the shot clock winding down. Makes another great pass. Yanaras was there ready and waiting to finish that off for him. Green ball goes up, nothing but air. They were trying to beat the shot clock there, Croatia. Off target from 3. Young. And stolen away. Mavra. Lays it in for 2. Well, in 11 minutes, Mavra has 2 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Has had an impactful performance for his team tonight. Foul is called here. It's lofted into Brankovic, but Janaris didn't want to allow the 7'2" big man to get an easy look. He's a whole foot taller than him. And checking in for the first time tonight, Zaid Musa. It's Brankovic. Goes to the line to shoot 2. He's played less than 10 minutes in tonight's game. There's 2 for 2 on the line. Silianu also will have a breather. Simitsis replacing him. Deflected but saved. Back out to Brankovic. Floats his way towards the bucket. Shot goes up, it's short. A little bit of a wrestle there by Simitsis, who just embraces him and tries to cushion his fall. Now on the line, Mateo Drezniak, as a result of the team foul troubles. Rebound now for Ruzic. And a miscommunication there as Croatia turned the ball over. And we're going to get a timeout now from Cyprus. Coach Lividiotis will talk it over. Well, as I said, 28-8 that first quarter meant that this game was almost dead in the water. Cyprus have stuck around and fought it out. This fourth quarter, they seem to have struggled a little, but you know, taken away from that first quarter, would just be an 11-point game, if my maths is correct. which is a lot more respectable than the current stat line or score line. Okay. Shot goes up, Zayn Musa. Oh, good. Down low with Ruzic. Ball rotates. Back down low to Ruzic. Blocked away there by Young. Three goes up. Bresniak can't get it to go. Nice pass, Ruzic for two, almost two open, and we'll tip it in on the second time of trying. Two goes up from Simidzis. There he is again. Oh, good. Check out the fast break points column. Oh, Ruzic hammers it with the right hand. Apologies, Prkacin. How very damning. Roko Prkacin hammers it with the right hand. Very similar type players in my defense, but two very different people. So apologies to Prkacin for that. Catch and shoot three now. Goes up and in. Toni Nakic. Oh, Croatia running away with it now. 4 points away from the century. And here they are out and running again. Up top, Prkacin misses the lob. Okay. Simidzis. That slips through the hands of Musa. Sideline. There we go. Rocco rocking rims. Rocco Prkacin. There he is again. Bresniak. Back with it. Now into the hands of Mavra. Down low, Prkacin. Inside, finish for two. Brankovic up to 15 points on the night. And still perfect from the field. Danko Brankovic, 6 for 6. And 1 3-point make, and he's also 2 for 2 on the free throw line. Oh, how about that? Brankovic adds to the tally, and Cyprus have fallen apart. There's the 100-point mark for Croatia as we enter the final 50 seconds. Foul is called. Gets the defender in there, but Kacin just takes a little knock there. I hope it's nothing serious. And Brankovic, that's what we call basket hanging or cherry picking. That's what it's called. Not coming back to play defense, Brankovic. We're gonna get a timeout here. .2 seconds remaining. Let's live at the Otis. We'll take the opportunity. Yeah. We'll draw something up. There's some of their stats tonight. Heavily out-rebounded, 47 to 34 this evening. Assist columns, 32 to 15 as well. Line possession. Musa moves it up top. And that's a shot clock violation despite the make. Stefanos Tsigas was almost there. Mavra. Good catching. Great pass from him. Nakic darting towards the bucket. Great speed and just couldn't get the finish, but he's called for the foul. Which will be his fifth and final foul of the game. He's fouled out. Trotyakov will check in. Ball moves around the perimeter here for Cyprus. Can they get one final bucket? Brankovic will take the foul. Sideline now. Musa goes downhill. Gets 2 points to his name. And that is the ball game. Croatia see the course and win by 40 points. 100 to 60. With some strong stat lines, but shared minutes across the board for Croatia. A very strong team performance, and they march on 1-0 and remain undefeated in pre-qualifying and now qualifying FIBA World Cup 2027 action. Cyprus, though, will have to go back to the drawing board because they take on the reigning world champs and the Eurobasket champions next. And it's a very tough ask of Cyprus. And they will do their best. Croatian national team claps the fans and receive a rapturous round of applause back. Coach Mijatovic's men, job done for them. As the fans take this opportunity to get some photos with their home nation heroes. It's always great to see the players interact with the fans. Here's the final stats for you then at the end of this one. 16 for 43 from deep tonight. And all columns in favor of Croatia. Here's the leading scorers as well. Hazonia finishes up with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists in just 22 minutes. Brankovic, 17 points, 2 boards in less than 15 minutes. And 11 points for Rokobadzim. Filipos Tigas continues to be the star for Cyprus. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for him. Well, lapses of concentration for Cyprus was the issue. A 28-8 first quarter and a 25-10 final quarter. In between, they were all right. They were playing tough, they were competing. But you got to play basketball for all 4 quarters if you're going to concede, or should I say succeed, on the international stage. Roko Perkacin, 10 points, 8 rebounds for him. 2 boards away from a double-double in this one. And how could I forget, Danko Brankovic was 100% from the field. 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 for 1 from downtown, and 6 for 6 in 2-point territory, an efficiency of 19. Only bested by Hazonia, their captain. Also a positive performance for Aeneas Young, 4 points, 9 rebounds for the Cypriot as well. Well, let's take a quick look at Group E as it stands. Well, the Germany-Israel game still happening at this moment in time. Make sure you check out Courtside 1891 to watch that game. But that's how we're looking right now. Well, thank you very much for watching. Croatia 100, Cyprus 60. My name's Bittai Hadja. We'll catch you next time.